Hi and welcome. I hope everyone is doing well. January 22nd. Wow, it's Tuesday. Yesterday was Dr. Martin Luther King's Remembrance Day. He was a wonderful man. Living together in harmony. Thought for the day. Anyway, it is -11 here. With the wind chill, it's even colder. Needless to say, all my animals are inside and my furnace is running and all is right with my world because today I'm staying in the house. I thought I would do my FlossTube video. It's about time. I worked on quite a few different things this week and I did record a few clips. I can't really remember everything that I showed you, so I may repeat myself in the end, but let's take a look and I'll catch you on the other side. Hi, I just thought I would do a quick clip. This is, oh my goodness, don't even know what day it is. Thursday, January 17th, and I haven't done a lot of clips. Matter of fact, I don't think I've done any clips for this week. But I did put a video up on my needle felted bear head pin, so I hope everyone enjoyed that, and thank you for taking the time to watch. I just wanted to show what I worked on yesterday. I didn't really do any cross stitching. Obviously I didn't show you every whip I have in my craft room. This is a needlepoint whip that I've had since last Christmas. So yesterday I worked on my snowman. I finished his sweater, worked on his bottom of his body, put in his mittens and his scarf, and now I'm doing some turkey work on the cuff of his mittens. So he's not done. I just have to do the two cuffs and then he will be done, and I'm really enjoying that. This is a much tougher media for me because it really tires my fingers out pulling the fibers through this mesh. And I have to say that there are times where my bent nose pliers come in very handy to give me a little bit additional impetus, I guess, to get that needle to come through with all the floss on it. And this is also a project where I have to use a needle threader because the fibers really need help in that needle, but then my needle has a much bigger eye too. So anyway, I thought that you would like to see that. I don't know what I'm working on today. I don't feel that good, and I was hoping to do a little bit of clay today, but you never know. I did work on my owl salve that I had mentioned in my last video, that I had made a mistake and I didn't know if I was going to go back and fix. Well, I'm not going to go back and fix, but I will show you where I am. I don't really have a picture of it, so I can't show you a picture. But I am working my way back up this other side, so he's not looking too bad. There is back stitch in Leslie Tears Designs, so I do have to go back and do some back stitch, but I'm enjoying that too. That's a fun stitch. So don't think I've got any further on, might as well show you all of it. I don't think I've got any further on Mini Manhattan Wonderland, and I will show you where I stand with this. It's really hard to see because this is baby pink light and the colors around it are called baby pink, so, and I don't think it's a whole lot darker. So but yeah, I'm enjoying this. I really need to work on this so I can get to 1,200 stitches though. Maybe that's what I have to work on today, at least for a substantial amount of time, just so I can get more done. Yeah, it's a beautiful sunny day. It's cold, but hey, it's winter, and winter means cold. I haven't started my temperature garden. That is Miss Oh So Crafty's pattern. Yeah, the weather says that it's 10 degrees right now. There's supposed to be a high of 23. And anybody who's watching the weather sees that that polar vortex split into 3 parts, and it's threatening to bring winter weather down. But in Cambridge, it's funny because winter weather, January is always very cold. It's always usually a cold month where you go 20 below zero. And then February and March, we start getting the big snowstorms where, yeah, you get one more and it's just, okay, we're ready. This is enough. We're over this. And eventually it gets warm, maybe around May. But we'll see. Anyway, that's enough. I'm rambling. I just wanted to share. And if anybody who didn't see my bear felting video, this is Mr. Bear. I needle felted him, and that's how the back wound up. And it's a pin, so it can be worn on a handbag or put on a strap or a scarf. And he's felted, so his poor face could even be a pin cushion. But yeah, no, I'm thinking more of a decoration. And I am going to put a little bow tie on the bottom. So I hope that you've enjoyed this clip, and I will show it in my next video. Thanks. God bless. Hi, and welcome to a very wet, ice, rain, snow, snowy kind of day here on January 20th in Cambridge, New York. I just wanted to stop in and do a quick clip of my new start for New Year New Start on January 19th, 2019, so it'll be the 19th of every month. And I decided to do this really awesome mandala cat out of the 2019 cross-stitch activity calendar, and that is my progress. His nose and the front part of his muzzle, which I think is pretty cool. So, colors don't exactly jive with the picture, but I'm pretty sure it'll be great. And the fabric I'm using is a color and cotton fabric called, I think, Apple Tart, or Tart Apple, not sure. It's a 16 count Aida. It's beautiful. It's a dream to stitch on, and I really like it. So, I've done a little bit more stitching on Manhattan Wonderland, but it's just more light pink, so, and I don't have it here to show. So, and I don't know if I showed this already, but I have got my journal going for January of 2019. And so I've got my whips written in, and I have everything shown out by the day. And I have things in different colors over here because I have my romance journal, and then I have my needle felted bear head and my snowman needlepoint. And I went to my polymer clay guild meeting yesterday, so I worked on some polymer clay. And the thing I don't think I have here is the crocheted collar that I worked on for a t-shirt the other day. That was a start and a finish in the same day. Crocheting is pretty quick, but I really enjoy it. So anyway, yeah, so I was pretty happy to get this journal going, and this is just a piece of graph paper, and these for the most part are erasable pens and colored pencils. So nice easy way to keep track of what I'm doing on a daily basis in one place. So enjoying that. I hope you're having a great day, and I will see you. Hi again, everybody. It's still Sunday, January 20th. Still snowing here in Cambridge. That doesn't mean it's not a good day. I wanted to come back. I'm watching Sunshine Stitchers do their tour of the cupboard and talking about how warm it is there in December all year long, and thinking sunshine in my mind. And thought I would get out my Flamingos in Flight in honor of the Sunshine Stitchers and their Florida stitching. I got this at my L&S Bat and Kill Stitchery probably over a year ago when I bought my snowman needlepoint, which Of course, I haven't finished, but he's there. I just have to do his mittens, and then he's a stand-up in finishing. I actually have to put his face on, too, and his buttons on his sweater, but hey. Anyway, I thought I would get this framed up so I could start this when I want to. It is a beautiful piece, Flamingos in Flight. Look at all those beautiful pinks and purples. And, yep, there are some, let's see, this is Fraises de Bois in a watercolors. And then, of course, you have the the DMC pearl cotton. I have to think about that. Oh, and there's even more pinks, more purples, and then it also takes some ribbon floss. And this is a shimmer blend in coral rose ice pink. I'm sorry. And then there's also one ribbon floss in peach. So I'm kind of looking forward to this. And what I did was I just made a lot of noise with my hammer and a piece of wood. And I put my 12 by 12 frame together, which doesn't fit in my zoomed in screen, but hey, it is a 12 by 12 frame. And I thought what I would do is show you that this piece for my Flamingos in Flight, which is pink, this is actually a pink color, fits on there. And I keep my frame materials, my tacks, and my pusher, and then there's a puller in here too, inside this bag that I made last year. It has the top zipper, and you can see I have a small 6x6 in there, I think, frame, and a needle book that I made, and oh, an old butterfly thread minder in plastic that I've had for decades. Yeah, all that good stuff is in that bag. I love that bag. So, my tacks, I thought I would just do this quick. Let me widen it out just a little. Excuse the mess on my desk. I've kind of been going through stuff this morning and just having fun. So here is my frame, and my fabric is on top. Now, you could put this, you could call this the bottom and stitch in the well, but I just put it on top. And then I start on one side, and I'm going to start here next to me. It's kind of in the middle. Just want to make sure that that means it's covered all the way around and fairly even on the sides. And I will put one tack in here. Start it with my fingers. Maybe. My fingers are not the strongest, as you can probably tell. They've seen a lot of wear over the years. Let's see if I can do that. Probably have to stand up. And I'm going to use this little pusher and just push it down. And I like it pretty flush because I don't want my threads to catch on it. And then what I'm going to do, from all my colored pencils, is I'm just going to come to this other end, which actually hangs over just a little. And I want to catch, okay. I think I'm going to have to use my puller. Yep. I didn't get that on exactly where I want it. So let me see if I can find my, oh good, it's not the one the dog chewed on. It's actually a good one. I was wondering which one was going to come up. Just going to put that little end under there and just push that up because it was just a little bit. I want to make sure that I can get in the masking tape that is on the edge. So I just need to move that just a little. And then hook this one in a little again, straighten that up, get my pusher. And it's a little magnetic. It is magnetic, so it actually focuses on that tack really well. And then I can come down here, and I just want to make sure my sides are on where my tacks can go. And then I want to catch the tape on those edges. And then I will push on that. And then all I'm going to do, see it's magnetic. You see all the tacks that it picked up. So I'll put the tack right in, and then come over here. And you can put your embroidery fabric or cross-stitch fabric on one of these frames too. It isn't just for needlepoint. So, and then what I do is I would come over here and just tack off 4 sides down after making sure that it all is lined up on the wood. And then I'll just go and put, you know, a couple more on each side here and all the way around. And then I'll be ready to start Flamingos in Flight. And I'll show you that pattern again, just in case. And I'll show you it. See, now you can tell this is really a pink fabric. So here's all the beautiful fibers. Flamingos in Flight. And that's a Laura Perrin Designs. Isn't that beautiful? Anyway, this will be a whip soon. Okay, I think this will be my last clip for the 20th. But I have a finish. I decided if I was going to start my Flamingos in Flight for today, I should probably first finish my Frosty the Snowman. So Frosty is finished, his buttons are attached, his little snowflake is there, his mittens have been put on with turkey work and trimmed, and he's ready. I don't know when I'll fully finish him, but hopefully soon. Anyway, hi and welcome. It's January 21st. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Remembrance Day. Yes, if we could only all get along, and I mean everyone. Man, woman, and child. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So, yesterday I said I was going to start Flamingos in Flight because I was watching Sunshine Quilters, and they're in Florida, and we were getting a massive snowstorm, and yes, I probably have over 2 feet of snow that I am all dressed and ready to go shovel some snow. But before that, I wanted to catch up. So I started this yesterday, and I must be having a serious bout of startitis. So, and that's how far I got, and I am, whoops, knocking things around. I am loving it. So that is how far I got with this, and it's beautiful. And that's pink needlepoint fabric that I'm doing it in. It's 18 count, which seems to be my favorite count, no matter what I'm doing. And then after I started this and my fingers got tired of pulling needles, I started this, which is, I'm showing it to you sideways because it doesn't fit in my camera screen, a Jack Skellington diamond painting. And I'm not particularly enamored of this. Sticking plastic dots onto tape over a picture is a little bit tedious, I guess, but it's good when your fingers ache and your brain is kind of tired, but you still want to do stuff. So it was fun, and I got a lot of the black down here done. Most of the side up here is also black. So I think there's like 22 colors in this, and it's pretty cool. I can't remember what they called it. But do you know it's 25-year anniversary for Jack Skellington and Nightmare Before Christmas? Isn't that amazing? It doesn't feel like 25 years. Holy cow. Anyway, so I started this, and that's my progress, which is down here. I don't know if you can see how shiny the drills are, and then it goes up this side a little bit. So that was fun. And then I'm doing a couple of journals, and I don't want to spoil the surprise, but I was working on this journal, and I thought since we have all that snow outside that I would do some flowers and branches and a few little birds. That's just a few of them. And more branches. And then these are just some more cutout things I was working on. And I'm going to build this one on a, I don't know, sort of 9 by, I don't know. I'm not sure what it measures. Let me check. This is a 9 by 6. So it's a 9 by 12 envelope. So it will be a 9 by 12 journal. And I'm thinking I'm going to leave the pocket in the back. And that's going to be the journal I build. So that's all the stuff that I've been working on just yesterday. And I'm hoping I can get back to some more today, but we'll see. I have a lot of snow to move, and I know by the time I'm done with it, I'm going to be pretty tired. Not to mention it says it's a negative 30 wind chill, and yes, that's minus 30 degrees Fahrenheit, which means it's massively cold. Hence, my shirt is a turtleneck, and I've got a sweatshirt on and other layers, and I will put my coat on and my heavy gloves, and we'll get the snow thrower out and get down to business. So I hope today finds you happy and healthy. I hope all my friends in Australia are staying cool. I think we should mix our air. I really do. We would have a beautiful tropical environment. Well, maybe not tropical, but actually be around the middle temperatures, which are fun. So, until the next time, take care. God bless. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I have been busy this week with my crafting. I have a few finishes, and not all cross stitch, but I think I will show you my cross stitch first. And one of the finishes I had was in cross stitch, and it was the January ornament from the Just Cross Stitch Christmas collection for 2018, and it's a little elf on the word joy. I changed a couple of colors, changed the color of the bird to red, and yeah, I like it. I think it came out cute. This is just a piece of 14 count Aida that I hand-dyed myself, and I really like it. And then, let's see, cross stitch, cross stitch. I have so many different things. I worked on my owl Sal. It's a Leslie Tier Sal. And if I think of it and can find it again, I will link to it in my description box below. Just drop down the little, I guess it's like a downward facing triangle, like a carrot type deal. On the right hand side of your screen in the discussion box, and if you click on that, the whole anything that's entered in from me will drop down there. Let's see, so I worked on January's owl some. I have a few counting errors in it, so I didn't feel like dealing with it yesterday. I was going to stitch on it, and then I decided I would come back to it. So that's how far I've gotten with the January owl. I do like it. I think it's very pretty, but I'm just having a few counting issues. And excuse my nails. I was shoveling snow yesterday, and I broke a few. And I just haven't put polish on yet because it's still early, and I still have things to do first. Anyway, this is a probably 14 count Aida that I dyed myself. Lots of pretty colors in that one. I'll put it over there. And then, let's see, what is this one? Oh, this is the mandala cat out of the calendar. And I put the calendar up. and I took the patterns out of it. Oh, they're back here. Hang on. Pause. Watch me try to knock everything down. Okay, I got it. I'm not being prepared. Okay, so I got the cross stitch 2019 calendar off of Amazon. I shared a link to it on my post in Stitch Mania, and I think I shared a link to it last last FlossTube video. But this is the mandala cat that is in the calendar. This is the image for March, and March is my birth month, so a cat. For me, that was a no-brainer. That was a yes, please, I will stitch that now. So this is on a piece of 16 count apple tart. I color in cotton, and I was working on this. I've worked on this 2 or 3 times since I started it. And that, let me get it back in the light. That's how far I've gotten. Excuse this big wrinkle. The stitching actually only goes to about up here. So it's the side of his face. Those are not his eyes, but that is his nose and the bottom part of his muzzle. And I'm enjoying this. It has a lot of pretty colors. It's a nice stitch. And the calendar's got beautiful stuff in it. And then the only other thing that I worked on as far as cross stitch goes was my full coverage Fanatics piece. Let me see if I can find a picture. It's called Manhattan Winter Wonderland, and it's a mini, and it's Hayed, and that's what that looks like. Very pretty. I love the horse and carriage. And I have this in a hoop, and really there is not a lot for you to see because it's all pale pink. I come down here to the bottom of this page, and I actually go all the way over into page 2 a little bit over here. And yeah, pink, white, and gray. But after the top corner here where I put in some white and gray, I just started doing some of the baby pink. And one of the next colors in there is actually baby pink light. And I have to admit, I don't enjoy light colors, so I'm not sure this piece is going to make it. I like the picture. I'm not enjoying stitching with the light pink colors. It's just, it can be frustrating. The difference between the canvas that you're stitching on and the threads, it's a challenge. If the light's good and the tension's tight, I don't know. I'll keep going. I'll let you know. So that was what I worked on for cross stitch. And I did do a video. Well, I'll show that after. I think in my clip I showed you my finished needlepoint. And that was my needlepoint Frosty, which is this forget needlepoint fabric is so sheer. It's this needlepoint snowman, and he has turkey work in his scarf and in his mittens, and he was a lot of fun to do. He's got little white buttons and a little gold star charm. He was a lot of fun to do. I've been working on him since last December. Actually, I worked on him a day in last December, and I finished him up in 2 days when I worked on him this week. He was a lot of fun. I have to cut him out, and he's actually, his finish shows him as a stand-up snowman. So we'll see how long that takes me to do. I know how to do it. It just, so many things in so little time. And but this would be a cute winter decoration to set up on the shelf above my sunroom windows. So all I gotta do is finish it. And then also in the line of needlepoint, and this is where I mentioned in my thing that it was snowing. We had a huge snowstorm. I think we dumped 2 feet of snow and ice by the time all was said and done. And my driveway isn't even all the way shoveled out. The guy came with his plow before it had even stopped snowing, did a couple sweeps at the bottom of my driveway, and because my grandchildren had their cars, well, my granddaughter and her boyfriend had their cars in my driveway and they were covered with snow, he did those 2 swipes and left and didn't bother to come back. I just love local people and how helpful they are. And no, he doesn't do it free. Anyway, I digress. Sorry for my rant. Anyway, Sunshine Stitchers, 80-degree weather, stitching happily away. God bless them. They are fun to watch. And they showed they came from their LNS, and for the life of me I can't remember the name of it, sorry. But watch Sunshine Stitchers. They mention it frequently because I think they spend Saturdays there. But this is what I started. This is a needlepoint, and it's Flamingos in Flight. And it's part of a quilt collection, an American quilt collection. And it's by Laura J. Perrin Designs. And yes, if you like pink and purple, this is the design for you. Not my favorite colors, but I like them. And it was just calling to me. And I bought this last December when I took the snowman class because, hey, you don't always want to build a snowman. Sometimes you want to go down and watch those pretty pink birds stand on one leg and snooze. So, what does it look like? I think I showed this in the clip yesterday, but I will show it again in case you would like to see it again. And I'm just looking for another piece of paper to put behind it. This is beautiful. It's a 9x9 area, and it's Flamingos in Flight. And the center of it is a ribbon floss. Whoops, and the outside of it, let me turn this light off. And the outside of it is Karen collection, and it's a cotton. It's a 3-ply, and that's using 1 ply. And then the lighter pink is a number 5 pearl cotton. But there's all kinds of fibers in this, and I think I showed them to you, but that's what they look like. No beads though, just fibers. Although that may not stop me from adding beads, you never know. And then I also worked on Jack Skellington. Now I do have a cross stitch called Simply Meant to Be, but this is just Jack the Pumpkin King. And I thought he was pretty cool, so I had to get him. And you can see I've got the drills started down here. Now, like I said in my clip, none of my other crafts are really in any danger from diamond painting. Let's see. The other thing that I did this past week, and I did a video on it, so if you watched my video, thank you very much. I had a really good time with this, and I haven't added his bow tie yet, but that is my bear, and I call him Art Bear. And it's after my friend Art, who just moved to Tennessee, and it's a long story, but this is Art. I haven't made his bow tie for him yet, but I did wear him. I pinned him on the lapel of my gray wool coat, and he went to my Polymer Clay Guild meeting this past Saturday. So he's been out and about, and he was duly admired. So that was fun, and I feel like I've rushed through this video. Oh, I just can't seem to take a breath. But that's okay. It's okay. I just have so many things going on in my mind, things I want to do, things I want to make. I'll get there. I did get something in the mail this week, and it was, from Living Felt, and I put the link to this in my felting video. But Living Felt is in Austin, Texas, and it's a great company, and they do YouTube videos called Woolly Wednesdays, where they do actual felting demo tutorials, and they're really wonderful and fun, so you should check them out if you're at all interested. But this is alpaca medium brown, and it's a natural color, and I got that to work on teddy bears. And maybe even doll hair. I just want to turn my head and look. I just heard snow fall off my roof. Nope. Grandfather Cloudwalker is mohair. And you can see Wally just turned around too. And I also bought from Living Felt. Let me get this open. They call this their eye. Glass eye detail, and it comes with a couple of pieces of roving for eyes, and it comes with waxed linen, and it comes with black thread, so there's two things on that bobbin, and then it comes with something I have tons of, a doll needle, and then it comes with two sets of glass eyes, a black pair and a glass kind of brown pair. And they're both actually glass. They're on wire with loops. Cool, huh? Yeah, it's a really cool place. I like the website. Someday I hope maybe I'll even visit. You never know. You never know where I could turn up. Not that I travel that much, but this would be a trip worth taking. And let's see. And they sent a freebie. I always love places that send freebies. This is a free sample of MC1 Fast Felting Bats. And they sent it to me in green, brown, and gray. And that's where you can see. So, that will be fun. And I also got my latest copy of Teddy Bear and Friends magazine. This is a fun magazine. Oops, probably shouldn't show you my address because it's still a mailed magazine. But it shows a bunch of bear artists and their, addresses and classes and stuff. And it shows some old style bears. These are artist collectors, and this is a 15-inch Bing bear from about 1915. So it tells stories about collectible bears, old antique bears. And I love the picture here of 3 bears and a train and a book on a sofa, on a trunk behind a sofa. Isn't that beautiful? That is gorgeous. And then these are newer ones. Look at that one. That's got a painted tummy. Isn't that gorgeous? I said, so many crafts, so many arts, so little time. Let's see. Do I have other stuff to show? I know I do. And I know I just can't think of it right now. Yeah. I'm not sure what I'm going to stitch on. I did just buy a PDF pattern off of Etsy, and I know it's Disney, so it's probably a copyright issue, but oh well. It's the Haunted Mansion paintings, and I do intend to do them, so don't tell me. I don't want to know. Like Terry of Terry Lee Craft says, I don't want to know. I won't show it on here, but I'm going to stitch it, just so you know. I know, I'm bad. Let's see, what else? What else? Oh, I wanted to show you my necklace. This is one of my polymer clay face pendants. And this doesn't have all the fringe. This is another way I do my polymer clay faces. And this is just a face, and he's all beaded. And these are copper and purple beads, and he's kind of a jaded green face. And yeah, you can see that he's got line detail and some highlighting. I really love making these. Faces are my thing. Some people like flowers. I like faces and dragons. I don't know, just me. Confidently weird. I saw that on Facebook today. I thought that was suitable. Confidently weird. All right, so for now, I guess that's all from me. I hope that you're staying cool in the southern hemisphere while we freeze here in the northern. Yep, first good snow of 2019 is in the can. And we'll move on and see what else the next 2 months have to bring for us. Until, yay, spring, March 21st. That's title only here. It'll still be winter weather. But looking forward to it. Means it's on the wind down. So, as Cinderella's mother says, be kind and be courageous. Because don't we all have to be courageous out there? And, as I say, be colorful. Thanks for watching. God bless. Hi, I'm tacking this on at the end because I did forget to show you something. This was also a finish last week because I found another FlossTube person, and she reminded me of another craft I always used to like to do. I am not a t-shirt person. As you can tell, I don't like things around my neck. But every now and then I buy a t-shirt because they are soft and comfortable, right? So here's an old navy blue t-shirt. It's very soft, very comfortable, but the neck, it had a V-neck, but I just didn't like wearing it. So what I did was I've crocheted, I cut it off, and you cut it off down into the sleeve. And you cut it same distance around, except this was a V-neck, so I cut it kind of close to the bottom of the V-neck. You do your blanket stitching, and then you just cross stitch. And I didn't follow any pattern. I didn't follow her pattern. I cross stitched the way I cross stitched, and I just winged it. Because you have to do like single crochet for the first row to get a base lane, and then you're off to the races. You just crochet around. You can see I did a row of double crochet, maybe a couple of rows of double crochet. There's just double crochet in every stitch. This is a double crochet chain. And I did some increasing and I did some decreasing and then decreased and then did a single crochet, I think, at the top, and then I just did a slips, a chain stitch at the top all the way around. And so now a shirt that I would never wear has a new life, and I really like it. So I hope you enjoyed it. Again, thanks for watching. I knew I'd forget something.